So the key is to find that leading domino. What is that leading domino? Most people don't set goals or have a career plan. Everyone knows they should do it, yet very few people actually do it. When it comes to setting goals, it might be easy just to simply list out what all your goals are. But when it comes to execution, can you weather the storm and be consistent in your action to make sure that you reach every milestone of your goal? Today, I'm going to talk about 5 rules for success in meeting and setting your career goals. Rule number 1 is to write out your objectives. Your objectives are what you want to have accomplished in your career. So you can write out objectives for what you want to have in your career 1 year from now, 5 years from now, or 10 years from now. So how do you arrive at objectives? What you want to do is go back to your compelling sense of why. So start with why. And you want to, because and that will help you to figure out your purpose. Because a truly fulfilling career really combines your ambitions with your passion and your purpose to really create a compelling sense of why. And that's simply what you want to have accomplished in your career. And here's a simple checklist when you're writing your objectives. Your objectives should be very specific, not vague. They should also be very significant. They should be action-oriented and inspiring. That inspiring part is really important because we all set goals that are attainable, but what ends up happening is that we set them too low. So when you write out your objectives and you read them back to yourself, they should make you feel good. They should make you feel inspired. They should make you feel like, yes, this is something I really want. It really meets a burning desire that I have. So if your goals aren't inspiring, they should put you in a little bit of a stretch zone. You should feel challenged a little bit, meaningfully challenged, not overwhelmingly challenged. Then this is your checklist for writing out your objectives. Rule number 2, write out your goals and rewrite them every single day. So this is the part where most people neglect. They write out their rules, it's like they set it and they forget it, like a slow cooker. But you don't want to do that because if you write it and forget it, most likely you will forget it. So the key is to write them out once, and then you write them out again and again every single day in the present tense. Write it out as if you have already achieved them. And what this does for you is it really is a form of daily affirmation, because it helps you to visualize yourself having already accomplished the goals, and it helps you focus on the outcome, and what you focus on expands. But most importantly, when you do it this way, it helps you solidify your belief in yourself that you're capable of accomplishing your goals. Comment below, do you write and rewrite your goals every single day? Rule number 3, reverse engineer down to your daily tasks. So let's say you set a 5-year goal or a 1-year goal. It's impossible to look at that goal and to know exactly what you need to do. And it can be overwhelming because sometimes it's hard to see what you want to do 1 week from now, let alone 1 year from now or 5 years from now. So what you want to do is reverse engineer. You set a goal you set your ultimate career goal, and let's say it's 1 year from now. So you know what you want to accomplish 1 year from now, and then you reverse engineer. What do you have to do 10 months from now to accomplish that? Work backwards again. What do you have to have accomplished 6 months from now? And then you reverse engineer again. What do you have to do 1 month from now? And then again, what do I have to do 1 week from now? Until you reverse engineer right down to today. What do I have to do today to reach that goal? And when you reverse engineer like that, you chunk down what you need to do, and that allows you to accomplish your goals in much more manageable tasks. It's also much easier to measure your progress and to know how you're doing and whether or not you are on track to meeting your goals when you are tracking right down to your daily tasks. The top performers, the leaders in their career, they stay on top of the game by knowing exactly what they need to do every single day that they wake up. So when you reverse engineer your goals down to your daily tasks, it allows you to ensure that you maintain that momentum to reaching your most meaningful goals. How would you like to have the exact strategies that the leaders in their careers use to set goals and to track their goals and reverse engineer to today? If you would like to have these strategies, then I invite you to visit careerrevisionist.com/intensive. I'll put the link below. It's careerrevisionist.com/intensive. To visit that link to learn more, and I'll see you there. Rule number 4 is to prioritize the big domino. So what do I mean by that? You've seen the experiment where, you must have played with dominoes before, where you line up a bunch of dominoes and then you knock over the first one, and when you do that, all the series of dominoes gets knocked down after that. So all the dominoes, if you saw them, they're black and they're the same size, right? But the same thing is true if you take a domino that's only half a centimeter tall And each of the dominoes, say, gets twice as large, so that by the end, you have a domino that is like 10 times bigger than the first one. If you were to knock down that first domino, it would still, through the domino effect, knock down that huge domino that is 10 times larger than the first one. So the key is to find that leading domino. What is that leading domino? So that's your rule, is to find the big domino. And once you've found that big domino, the key is to prioritize. I mean, there are areas of your life that you want to look at first. There's career, there's financial, there's family, social, intellectual, spiritual, vocational. There are these areas of life. So what you want to do is choose one area of life that you want to focus on. And if you're watching this video, chances are the area of life you want to focus on is career. So choose that area of life, and once you've had success in that area, then you can move on to the next. But when you're applying this rule, the way you do it is to figure out which one area of your life you want to focus on that will help you to accomplish success and fulfillment in other areas, and that's your big domino. Rule number 5 is to link everything to your goals. So find a way to associate everything you do to your goals. I mean, if you must have heard the saying that you want to keep work and life separate, or keep your personal life separate from your work life. That's not possible. It's impossible to keep it separate, because what happens in your career is going to affect your life, and vice versa. So it's not career or life, it's career and life. So chances are, if you've been trying to keep work and life separate, it's difficult to set goals for your career and see how they relate to your life. But on the other hand, if you find a way to associate and to link it all together and know that you're building a career around your life, that if you have a happy career, you have a happy life. If you know this and you know the reasons why you're doing it, and it's all related, it's all associated, then it ensures that you execute even through the challenges. It ensures that you maintain your momentum all the way through. If you like my content, give me a thumbs up, and remember to hit the bell button and subscribe to my channel so that you can receive notifications each time I upload a new video.